Mama never say ma PENDREAM TV. PENDREAM TV there osia dem yopo
of the Ghana Fire Service. At the beginning of this year, one of the few things I did was that the Command Fire Service for Nisika to support the fuel because OTA the fuel the fire service for while be to mu say anya dia so ni na ehun be hia say we do something about it. So we cannot say yeah trauma BBC and sana we begin to raise concerns intimidation for bringing this to my attention, and I can assure you say Namia Dumoa and now next week, any opportunity we get, we'll discuss this matter. I mean, how fire service units are treated in this country. And you're wrong. Even equipment, problematic. Amuni Akadia, some of the videos from Kumasi. Utumun say Jano, and it's difficult for people to arrest the fire. Problem.
That's it. Sir, do be taking action. I trust you and I know what you can do. Make sure when I was hard there, no, not intimate and solving. Now, Yembra NPP.
Yeah.
You were 3rd month, and say, Evan said 3 months in Nina NPP. Ghana for say, because Maswadi.
I know, can't tell my ear, sir.
But also,
oh, can't tell my ear, yeah.
Some young can view, cramming you, we must have sent us to make any. Now, Nina, they say, Mari, no, so no. For Mamma Crawford, Cassesha, see, you're right, Waunia, Eugene entry, Esha, Edibi tu mwa ya wana ba could be atum we see we na mawe na Ashanti region omunso akakofo mu diaba na ye twen Michael Kwei say current one wa unia ba Adwoa Safo ene ensema aba ne de okeka ene a lot of revelations JFK atrochu bibi me pese me busa from that time abe pem ne no still na no muntimi ntem ho asese mawe entina Mugusu kasa kasa sa na se de akui who as a member of parliament who is saying
well Sabio I must say success has so many friends. We don't go about finding fault, but of course that period now wants a voice to get, and so it's understandable. And you see, in a democratic nation, giving people an opportunity to air their views, is so critical in sustaining the stability of any group. Now, the amount for the next moment, and that is the essence of radio stations in Ghana. And a BMO radio. Now will be afraid. Now I'm MP and I'm DC and I say the same. You give the person an opportunity to express himself. So the radio serves as a valve where the person goes or beckoning and agony and some have no beckoning na okay yeah free. And so that is the essence of giving people an opportunity to express themselves. But of course, we need to do it in a very contained manner. And in the wisdom of the party, more power. Professor Michael Kwei committee say on Konoye Hishemu na on to amount for him as to reasons why the party lost the 2024 general election. But for there are people also speaking. In fact, in Ashanti region, the whole region set up a whole committee to investigate why we lost. And the leadership of the Ashanti region in Parliament, in Ashanti NPP in Ashanti region, they are members of the National Council. Woman, I got to take a decision. See, my Professor Michael Quay. And yen if you moon. What movie and on some bay on if you moon and report number to Ghana or be a council. And so, if even those who have flouted the very rules are more establishing are not being punished, why would you punish somebody who is also speaking from a personal point of view? I think, sir, we are not being fair to Safo. And I pray the party decision and I say the party directive is wrong. Other than that, I'm not saying Injai will be an Canadian. Now will be an China or near my ecosystem. And yet it is wrong. And yes, I need to cool. Everybody must do things in an orderly manner. But here, if you are pushing people, punish everybody. If you want to act off or no. Don't be selective. Don't go and select weaker brethren and say, we move there. I'll punish them. If you do that, it shows weak leadership. So if you punish everybody. Don't punish just one person. And say because of a glass of wine, they didn't get the you can take a decision again. It should be.
Interesting. And now we say, wow, social media na also the one who atum na one who the atum ni na and then for the sake of me listeners, no, my main kind SS kakra na fi me musa say bia one outro ya. Or say Adwoa Safo is speaking in the 8th Parliament. But they are making kind BBI is say free NPP ho. Timpese me reading na me busa so on netro ya na. I say in the 8th Parliament, no MP endured more criticism than you. That is Adwoa Safo. Many of us, myself included, judge you harshly. We blame you for actions and inactions that we believe are dire consequences for our party. But today, with reflection, I say we are sorry. We were sorry. I went on radio and attacked you, not knowing the full weight of what you were going through as a mother and as a person. Many who later came to understand your story regret how we treated you. To our party leadership, I say this: let us be sensitive. Many have spoken freely within the party without being summoned. So why should Adwoa's voice be treated differently? Leadership must not see this as an opportunity for punishment, but as a call for engagement. Instead of coercion, we must seek understanding. Instead of alienation, we must draw closer. So does not trust the Prof. She does not trust Prof. Okwei's committee for obvious reasons, and that concern must be respected. If we are a family, we must provide an avenue for her to air her concern, not push her into the corner. This is a moment for reflection, not retribution. Let's handle this with the care, wisdom, and unity our party dearly needs. Let's be better. Let's do better. The tough thing now, utie the Akinkaya now, say, Adwoa Safo no. First of all, onokra no kaho. MP such as omudi gu Adwoa Safo so ekeka bi kire na but the kire no otena se hu se enioma okom no obepa achew eka se awanye ne ye na se se hu se o sha se ka se leader se umia na no na se be punish no o se enioma bi wo ho a enshedan koye onobo mpacho sa de ifru nchen ana na ifru nchen ana wo pa kire sen
oh ifru nchen na sabio minia onunze me no December mechire magre na etoda madwen kire no nye nyina ene right asemi by radio station for be frame ma mechire magre on Adwoa Safo honsensem at a point crown I described there as a tremote ene yenisa na on hindsight no I have come to respect decisions Adwoa Safo take here. I mean, any decision any party need there. Certainly not there because we share the way our parliament no year hang. We share the way na you hear obia to be on board to go through that turmoil. No, you needed every member to be present and people sacrifice. I know MPs are way 3 days, they had to be brought down to come and vote on decisions. In fact, at the point, Yenia Baswa, Minka Busha for you, and Paya Baba take a decision. Kesha Baswa, you know. Myself and Honorable Brian Champon had to drive to his house to find out his whereabouts. Honorable, no, Sena, Wepra, Amayedina Koto, Lekma Hospital. We made arrangements for him to be moved to some hospitals in Accra Central. So those are the sacrifices that people have made in that parliament. You know, I mean, sometimes you have to go beyond the honorable to do things just to save the party. You know, that time, you know, say okay, obi actually no longer cry, and my kayak. Of course, na your ma na say obaya na oba critical condition. Then we also responded to Omba. I think we all must be considerate and compassionate in that instance, and accept the fact that we're harsh on our sister, and it's important that we allow our space to get agreements. Of course, some of the things now all canon, and I pay my friend, Ms. Ankano, I want to tell her to tone down on the radio interviews, but that does not mean that you're all, you know, it's not within your right to go it. Even if we are a party and we have rules, people should not break the rules. Those who set up committees to investigate our laws in Ashanti, when we have a committee that is working, when the party has issued a statement saying nobody should go and conduct any research, and they go and conduct their own research, people are not punished. How much more Obia? As a minister, government, and NPP. But it was born out of NPP. The government of Akufo-Addo is not the same as the NPP entity. It's I just have to somewhere I see during Akufo-Addo government, school feed in any amount. These are state matters. And if they are criminal in nature, it has to be investigated. It does not mean that we should gag her and we should not allow her to speak her mind. That is wrong. It's a wrong practice. It is undemocratic, and we need to embrace everybody and accept the fact that you are approaching a person. Don't just give up the person and say it's a corporation because we are classified.
Dear party, because Yamso dear Sabia Yadia Swato to Fonkakra. The Adwoa Safo no only party for ni bi omubu for amunye executive na omususu se party no ye nkrofo say baby adui ankeka bi ankyere mpanyufo na wanhwe amode sa na asemo ansua de because momo NPP fo yi mayam ho akrachefo ye kahwea muntie first of all mo wo mu nyina mo wo aban mu ye ka mo say de besi bi ansi mo mfa mo sa na mo ka kire sa mo ni in fact na Akufo-Addo kra de nkofo dodo na ase ne ho ahi kra no mo de tuti abawumia mo amunim se problem na ewo na mo ntimi nka na obi kanso a ase obi anim but mo mpeso obeka nje se ho anenka say ebeye den me wan so party
na obi e kasa but obi e kasa but kasa na e kasa no party na tia ku bi se ya amfa ne nsam ko dan abadwaku no o kasa o radio so no nche se kasa ananse one kasa o radio so no nche se won kasa me a committee came to my constituency led by Prosabet Nyaminya, former Binduru MP, and one other person omba me ho omba me name constituency for obia kire na gbene the MPA ya officer anyi the MCA officer anyi the sumesi ya officer anyi o nyina obia kire na gbene na no ncheze ya nkasa ayo ya kasa, and I'm sure say to be contained in the report sort as here. Speaking on radio will not add up to the report are almost prepared. So, and so that's my caution to party members. So we all must be circumspect in our approach. You don't need to come on radio and be seen to be heard. If you want to be heard, there's a committee that has been established. But that said, you know, Adwoa Safo and Professor Michael Kwe and Dominic Abenyahu and of course, she may be hurt, and that's why she's speaking like the way she is doing. So, and you know, I mean, for every rule, there may be exceptions. You approach her, because I know that the committee earlier this week met with former members of parliament. Almost woman knows what led to her defeat and so, you know, if she feels that she cannot appear before the committee, I think we have a responsibility to find out from her what their concerns are and how the report can be captured in a greater moving forward approach of the party. Mind you, say, Professor Mankoko's report no via it will be subject to the National Council for the National Council to accept.
Honorable respectfully, see, this is where the Dodonan Sunimunya problem.
Yeah.
Modi Aden Beko Shen Kratemu. Afe one no motoma muno peso mutie de ekosono. Na akwa say oh, e won kratemu na yesua. But nipa na wa bontin no wo motoma mo ne say. At least ye pese ye te say obi ka bibi. And your man, yentimi ka obi ka na mo ye na mo de kwahye buku mu a ye mu send betimi akenkan.
Nana, you gotten it wrong. Nipa na eto abama na omo wan semo omo beso omo kana eno ntimi ya committee call rounds na omo ni committee members akasa na committee ni nsensemo omo call rounds no eye amanfo ehi asem niema hankofo no eno na committee no 80 the committee no ayo enjuma wie na omo de omo recommendations ba abontin. The recommendations will be that of what the people want the party to do. And so it may lead to reforms in the party. Ebia delegate system because that is what the Ghanaian people are asking for. You don't need to see the report. What you need to do is to implement what the people said to you. So unless Nana, you want the report to come and sit on the radio.
No,
because
I marry because marry because the honest truth say say in terms of the sample size, you know, ebia NPP phoning ebia mbata kwa kosia delegates ne other key party officials
it's an appreciation. It's how the Ghanaian people think. I mean, they will tell you say everywhere they have gone to. The messages that came from Imprise were the same in Inshiaso. The messages that came from Inshiaso were the same in Benduri. The messages from Benduri were the same in Odododo. People are speaking one language. And once we get to understand that language, we change our dancing style to meet their tune. That is the essence of forming a political party. You form party to serve the people. And so if the people tell you, say any, you have no right, you have no other to decide than to listen to what the people are saying.
Okay, Mamimbusa wan kasa. Dientine mamo we.
Makachira Professor Michael Kwe committee.
Me pese mi ameti free ho kakra. Dientine ma ode ba ko pe mamo we.
Because you say nana na ya madamfu. Intimini ano ntino. Enti na area. And the Bian can't step up some Michael Kwe committee and Tina Mabawa man and pay. So
weekend the dear foot on NPP for Mukmasi.
Oh, yeah, my can say, I mean, at the end of the day, you know, it's for the good of our party and for the betterment of Ghana. Ghana bekonenim ene memepe na NPP ye no eno na memepe na it means that when we put our acts together we will win together and form government in the near future.
Debi kama amena PENDREAM TV ase. Na so far so good. Say open online portal e wo Ghana. Nipa share, nipa follow, nipa comment here. To my best of knowledge, without any biases, PENDREAM TV.